For today's video, you are going to want to have your metric conversion notes because you're going to be typing on this as I go through it. Or if some people prefer to print it out and write on it. And so what this is going to be about is talking about how to convert from one unit to another in the metric system. The nice thing about the metric system is that it uses base 10, so it's really easy to convert from one unit to the other compared to the way the United States does it, where it's like 12 inches to a foot and 3 feet to a yard. There isn't really a pattern. So luckily there's a nice pattern here when we do conversions in the metric system. So at the top right here, you have this chart, and this is going to show you how you can convert from one unit to the other. So the easiest way this works is to look at the base unit. So base units we're going to use in science are things like grams, meters, and liters. And then going away from the base unit, the unit can either get larger. So for example, we can go from a gram to a kilogram, or they can get smaller. So going from a gram to a centigram, and then even to a milligram. And so the chart shows you what you need to do to go from one unit to the other. So if we're going to go from a gram to a kilogram, we would divide the number of grams by 1,000. If we're going to go from a gram to a centigram, following the arrow, we would multiply the number of grams by 100. For example, a meter stick that you will eventually use in class, it is 1 meter, and in that 1 meter, there are 100 centimeters in that 1 meter, because 1 times 100 is 100. So to convert to a smaller unit, we're going to multiply. To convert to a larger unit, we're going to divide. The other thing that we need to become familiar with are abbreviations for units of measurement, and we're going to use letters. So if we're talking about a millimeter, then when we do that, milli up here stands for M, and meter is also M. So millimeter, and I'm going to do this in bold, would be MM. Kiloliter, so kilo is K, and liter is L, so kiloliter would be KL. And then finally, centigram, centi is C, and gram is G, so centigram would be shown by the unit CG. And I need to bold those because that's the work that you are doing. So that's video 1, and then you can click on video 2 when you are ready.